Welcome to Twinn number 19, where in 5 minutes or less, I plan on sharing with you 5 stories that we need to be paying attention to today. Just when you think that on a beautiful Monday morning, we can take it easy and enjoy some natural vitamin D, no, not so fast. We have to jump back to work very quickly because in this first story, as you can see, 45% of the East Coast fuel relies on the Colonial Pipeline, which has experienced a cyber attack. And this is interesting because the CISA government tweeted yesterday that they are aware and they're engaged in the partners regarding the situation and have actually engaged in sharing about the framework of cybersecurity essentials. And one of the things I wanted to point out here that they address extremely effectively here is how important it is in your systems where you create application integrity and whitelisting policy that only approved software is allowed to load and operate on systems. And this is, of course, an area that an IT vendor can focus on. So our clients should be in good hands if they accept our offering of doing everything right. And the second story here is about how Dell firmware has been needed to be updated. The challenge here is that most people never update their Dell firmware unless they're fully managed. And so this is really something that's super important, that this particular firmware upgrade does not get skipped. Apple did report 2 iOS 0 days that led hackers to compromise fully patched iPhones in iOS 14.5. And so this is why you want to make sure that you have iOS 14.5.1 installed everywhere. And again, this is best done with mobile device management, where with one click of a button from the system administrator, it can be pushed down as a request to the endpoint to grab its update overnight. And so I strongly recommend that if you haven't done this already, that you do this. And there's another publication from CISA that published analysis on the 5-hands ransomware. There are now quite a few strands of ransomware that are quite successful from different sources. But these guys are just using everyday attack vectors and attack tools that are actually made for red teams in some cases in order to make these attacks. So it's time to be super vigilant as always. And there is a way that Ryuk ransomware has decided to distribute itself, and that is by infecting software that is commonly pirated. So yeah, hopefully none of us are pirating software at all, ever, because it is now more dangerous than ever to be grabbing software off of some questionable download site in order to avoid paying a license fee, because it might just be what Ryuk takes advantage of in order to ransom your home or your business. And did you know that Apple actually had 128 million iPhones installed with Xcode Ghost compiled app? It's maybe not as bad as some of the headlines would lead you to believe, but in the current court battle between Apple and Epic Games, some of the discovery processes reveal emails within the executives that they were aware but were never disclosed. And so this just brings another reminder to us all that there always is value in having another layer of protection. And you can apply the zero trust model to apps as well by simply, in a business environment, by creating an allow list model where every app is disallowed until it goes through proper vetting. And so there we go. There's your week ahead that will keep us busy, and we'll see you again next week. Bye for now.